You know, professional baseball is an interesting business, and especially a profession, a career, because you can enter it in and spend many years at the A, AA, AAA levels before you get your invitation to the dance. But then there's those phenoms, those guys, pitchers in particular, that throw the ball consistently at 90 miles an hour. Well, the trick is not how fast you throw, but where do you throw it? Do you hit the target and throw strikes? Third-year kid, looking to get his invitation to the dance, get up to the majors, but was not hitting the strike zone. I was asked by the team to come in and assess the player. We did the assessment, an assessment that's a scientifically based assessment called the RMP-16. It assesses 16 different factors. Well, one of the factors for this player that was highly positive, highly desirous of this player, was family. So as I watched him throw the ball, and his nonverbal body postures were screaming that he was uncomfortable, as every pitch went out of the strike zone, I started to examine the fact that family was a huge component. Also, the desire to be a leader was a huge component. So if he didn't throw strikes, he wasn't capable of fulfilling his own desire to be a leader. So there was a number of factors in his core values and human desires that were talking to me about what is necessary in his environment to nurture him in a way that he's going to focus on throwing strikes. So what I did is I went to the coaches and I said to them, look, we're going to do a mock game, which they can do with pitchers, where they throw against a real hitter, and it's just a mock game. And I asked that his parents be present for this. And first of all, I got resistance from the coaches that said, well, why do we need them there? I said, you've brought me in as the expert. I've done the scientific assessment. Let's bring them in and see what happens. So he knew that mom and dad were going to be showing up for the mock game. He starts throwing his pitches to the hitter, strikes the hitter out the first time. Coaches are going, okay, could be a fluke. Next hitter comes up, same thing. It was a ground ball, so we're going to assume it was a put out, but he hit the ball, ground out. So he goes through a number of different scenarios like this. They stop it. The coach comes over to me and says, all right, what'd you do to him? What do you mean? I didn't do anything. I'm not the skill guy. I mean, I know baseball. You know I know baseball. But I don't get into your area. That's not my deal. He says, no, what did you said something to him, right? I said, what could I have said to him that would affect the pitch going across the plate? I didn't say anything to him. And even if I did, how would it have affected the pitch? So we had this little discussion, and I said, look, this young man needs to know the people most important to him are with him, are there for him. They're right there in the stands. What, you mean to tell me the coaches said we have to have his parents at every game? I said, no. You need to allow him to have emblems, symbols of his parents in his locker. Nobody ever told him he had permission for that. Let him put that connection. Encourage him, as I've already done, to put those kind of emblems into his bag when he takes it with him. And at the same time, engage him in leadership conversations about how he can be effective in the bullpen with his teammates. Give him some roles in the locker room to build on his skills as a leader. And you will have a pitcher who throws strikes, not a pitcher who's preoccupied with the whole role instead of the focused role of the pitcher. From that, we have followed up. He's doing quite well, but we've worked ourselves out of a job, which is what we're trying to do. Make an impact, make it a lasting impact with a process that works based on scientific assessments, as we do with our RMP-16.